It's nice and easy cuts. Okay, hold on. We got to put the green screen on us. And then we go chroma key. And then we go...
Rich, do you consider Fight Club a sci-fi movie? No, I don't. What's science fiction about Fight Club?
Nothing.
He just has a brain condition. It's not necessarily science fiction.
It's a psychological movie.
Yes, he doesn't have like a space brain condition.
If his robot brain was projecting a split personality onto him, then
his specific split personality might not match real life cases of multiple personality syndrome where you don't talk to yourself or think you're talking to yourself, but
right.
That's not enough to make it science fiction in my book.
No. Agreed. Agreed. All right. The other thing we're going to do here is change that.
Yes, the thing is totally science fiction.
The thing is absolutely science fiction.
Fight Club is fantastical and maybe even slightly future, but not exactly sci-fi. In what way is Fight Club even slightly future?
I was going to ask the exact same question.
Yeah.
What sort of future tech?
Not even just tech, just future anything.
Nothing. I want whoever wrote that to think about that for just 2 seconds.
Making soap. They make soap today.
They made soap 200 years ago. It had a video rental store. It had a Blockbuster video. People.
It is... Fight Club is 0% science fiction.
0%. Get it together, people. Get it right together. Okay. We are now good to go. We will go over here. Gonna close up my 3DS. I'm gonna update the stream.
Is my controller out of juice? That would be bad.
Well, we'll do the same thing. We'll plug it into the laptop.
I can plug it in here, probably.
Oh, if there's an open thing. Okay. Hold on. Let me update our thing.
Assuming this thing gives it power. Gives it juice.
Okay. What am I doing? What's happening? What's going on? Okay. I'm updating the stream is what's happening. 2 breath.
Is the HDMI cable not in the... No, it's not.
Well, there you go.
We must have had it.
For the PS4.
Yeah.
We moved the HDMI cable to the
That
PS4
makes sense.
is what happened. Great. All right. We see no signal. Yep, give it a second. There it is. There it is. This is going to be a riveting YouTube video. Well, so now we cut to right here.
Right here?
Sure.
All right.
You want to hit the end again so you know when to start?
No, I can see when Zelda comes on. That should be easy enough to find.
Right. Great. Rich must absorb a lot of light. Is Rich very dark? How do you look? You can see that screen better than I can. Are you very, very dark?
I don't know if I'm very, very dark.
Okay. I can kind of adjust while you play.
Here, why don't you move over to the big screen?
No, I got it.
You got it?
I got it. You keep playing.
All right. So Jack.
Hey, Rich.
Because YouTube has been pushing it.
Yeah.
Have you watched any of that Cobra Kai?
I have not, but I've heard good things about it. I have heard positive things about Cobra Kai.
I've started watching it with Karen,
Oh yeah.
and I'm gonna have a nice thing to say about it.
Oh my God.
The very first episode,
Yeah.
it's just fucking it's fucking classic. It is textbook how to make your protagonist sympathetic.
Okay.
It is fucking textbook.
That's great.
They take a character who in the original Karate Kid, the bully, right?
Is the bad guy.
Biggest fucking jerk in the world. The first episode of Cobra Kai takes this character. Last time we saw him, he was a fucking dirtbag.
Yeah.
And they make you give a shit what happens about him and care about him.
That's great.
They make him shockingly likable for a character who is still kind of an asshole.
Oh, still okay.
He's still kind of an asshole, but you understand why, and you're rooting for him to get his shit together.
I think I gotta watch this Cobra Kai.
Yeah.
Then. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, there's advertisements for it everywhere, and yeah, I'm excited. Whoa! He was not the bully. Yeah, he was.
There's an argument made that Danny provoked him at every step of the way. Even though he was kind of an asshole. I don't know that I'm 100% on board with it.
You can probably nitpick, but because of the tropes of the time, he was the stereotypical bully, and he was meant to be the bully. And even if you can point to specific things in the film where you say, well, really, Danny provoked him, us as the audience is supposed to think of him as the bully.
Do you remember that scene where they're dressed like skeletons and they beat the shit out of him?
Yeah.
He provoked that by, like, turning the shower on him. He provoked that.
Right.
He totally... Now, they were wrong to beat the shit out of him.
But he only did that because they did something first.
No, not in that scene.
No, not in that scene, but earlier they did something.
Like, months later? Get over it.
No, not months later. Earlier, they did something to provoke Danny doing the water thing.
What?
I don't know.
Yeah, no.
Fucking know.
I watched a thing, and it's not that clear. It really isn't.
Oh, yep, there is. You're right.
Danny is the first person to throw a punch.
Danny is the first person to throw a punch.
Yeah.
Well, I guess what I'm saying is they are coded bully. As an audience member,
Sure.
for the
Sure.
for the kids movie, they are the bully. So anything Danny does to them is okay because they're the bullies.
But, and there is also the other argument is that the dojo teacher is the real villain of the Karate Kid.
Sure. Oh, absolutely. I even think at the end of that Karate Kid, you're kind of sympathetic towards the bully losing. Right? So now this is like the hardest of the trials.
This is the hardest of the trials.
Okay. You know, because he's pushed by the dojo master, right? Kind of like how the nerds are terrible people in Revenge of the Nerds. Exactly. There's just like you know, and obviously these are dumb 80s movies, and so there's that like movie shorthand, you know. Bully's bad guy, nerd's good guy.
And look, I'm just saying the argument has been made, not that I am 100% on board with it. I'm not saying Danny LaRusso is terrible, horrible, and the real villain. I'm just saying there's an argument.
Sure. Buffo 1944 says, Jack, you are never allowed to stream Detective Pikachu again. I'm fine with that. I'm absolutely fine with that. I might play it in my free time, but probably not. That just did not work out very well. That did not work out very well at all. And I'm okay with that. I used the word tropes.
So I'm only
Like a
about
paw.
I'm only about halfway through it, but the thing that stands out to me most is that first episode of Cobra Kai.
Yeah.
Extremely effective.
Oh, okay, that's good. Oh. So here's the issue with our green screen. You just noticed it got all fizzy and greeny, right? And it got all fizzy and greeny when the big TV that's right in front of us went to all black because we're no longer getting that light source in.
I'm playing stupid.
And so the reason why we have green screen issues is because we have a giant television in front of us.
We're gonna start this again.
Okay.
I've been so distracted. I haven't been paying enough attention, and I'm
That's
doing
all right.
stupid.
So up as you see, it gets darker, and so now we no longer have that light from the TV coming in to us, and we have a different camera today because Jack was an idiot and forgot the nice camera at his house. My problem. So, actually, hold on. I'll see what I can do to fix this.
Oh. Yeah, mess with the lighting.
Messing.
That's worse.
What?
That's far worse.
It's gonna get worse for a second.
Oh, okay.
It's gonna get worse just for a minute, and then it'll get much better.
We're terrible at our jobs.
We're just, we're fine. Everything's fine.
We are terrible at our jobs.
It's gonna be fine. We're not the best at our jobs. That counts for anything. I don't think we're terrible. Just, it's gonna look worse for a second. All right, here we go.
And yes, Cobra Kai references that Danny's crane kick
Yeah.
at the end of the illegal. I'm playing a game and my attention is split. The Cobra Kai does reference that the crane kick
Yeah.
he uses at the end of the Karate Kid was an illegal move.
It's totally an
He
illegal.
kicks him in the fucking face. It is not ignored by the show.
Oh, good. Some kind of. I think that looks all right. That should fix most of the green screen issues. I turned up the ambient light, so that should help.
All right, you need to go.
Is Cobra Kai a sequel to Karate Kid?
Yes.
Yeah, to all of them. To the Ralph Macchio Karate Kid. Yes. It has the same actors in it, right?
Yeah.
It's even the same actors, and it's like timeline appropriate, where it's the same actors and they're this age. And so now it's like the guys from Karate Kid are now old men, and here's where they are now. Hilary Swank, new Karate Kid.
Does that take place in the same fictional universe, that one?
I believe it does.
Okay.
Because Mr. Miyagi trains her.
Oh!
Where the Jaden Smith Karate Kid is just a reboot, because that's him and Jackie Chan.
Right.
I want to say it's called The New Karate Kid. That's the one with Hilary
Yeah.
Swank, right?
No, that's the one with... Wait. Yes?
It's called The New
And then
Karate
the reboot
Kid.
is just the Karate Kid?
Exactly.
Okay.
That's what I believe. But
I've not seen Hilary Swank.
you haven't seen the Hilary Swank one?
I haven't seen that one, or I did not see her in the Cobra Kai either.
Oh,
So-
okay. You never know. Hilary Swank's weird. She might do it. Just like, yeah, I'll be in your episode.
Yeah. I mean, they mentioned the shit out of Pat Morita, but that's understandable.
Well,
That's
right. Absolutely. I absolutely agree. Edo Kendo says, hey, do you guys have any experience getting a raccoon out of an attic?
No.
Asking for a friend. Is this something someone can do on their own, or should the landlord get involved? If they have a landlord, let the landlord get involved, because raccoons can be incredibly dangerous, and they could have rabies. So don't fuck around with that. Oh, I still got you.
Son of a bitch. That's That's horseshit is what that is.
Yeah. Landlord that 100%. That is not a renter's responsibility. That's right, QB Eagles. QB Eagles says ABAS, always be assuming rabies. Always. When dealing with wild animals, just always assume they have rabies.
Not the worst advice.
Because, yeah. Beep-a-boop-boop-boop-boop.
All right, will the club break boxes?
Yes. Yes, it will.
All right, I need to break all the boxes.
Nice.
I need all this raw meat.
Gotta get that meat.
Raw fucking meat. Oh, wait.
Dagger 18 says, "Hey Jack and Rich, what's the dynamic like when you guys have a guest on Best of the Worst? Do you guys have to the most recent Best of the Worst is up now? Simon,
Yeah.
whatever his last name is. Do you remember?
Simon.
Simon, the quasi famous Hollywood writer, was on, and obviously it's different just because there's someone new. But I don't think, nothing really changes.
Not really.
It's like
We hang out.
I was gonna say the only thing that changes is there's a longer period before we start watching movies, just so we can all shoot the shit. Like, hey, a new guy to shoot the shit with. Simon Barrett, thank you, Sinnerman. What is he doing?
Hopping.
Just hopping? That's fair.
Let him hop, Jack. Let him hop.
And I was just really happy. I had a really good ball drop this time. Really, really fantastic ball drop with the pit. No, I have no idea how Simon ended up here. I don't, that's not our jobs. That's not our department. We show up and we make the jokes about the movies. That's our job. But nice to have him. He was a fantastic guest. Gave us a little Pryor insight, David Pryor insight. Something we hadn't even accounted for is David Pryor does not have nudity in his movies, which, given the amount of gratuitous cleavage and crotch shots in Deadly Workout, I was rather surprised to learn.
That is a little bit shocking. Yeah.
And given the amount of, brawlessness in Man Killers, but they won't cross the nudity line. I thought that was an interesting little tidbit.
Good Christian folk.
Is that what they are?
Presumably.
Yeah, sure. Why not? Why not, man? Bling! Nice shooting, Rich.
Thank you. Probably shouldn't be using all my arrows.
Yeah, you only have 13. 12.
It's effective.
It is effective, but you also have enough disposable weapons at this point where you could throw a couple.
Yeah, but I don't want to get too close to these guys.
Sure. Swan Slinger says nudity costs more. That's, by the way, that's a really reasonable explanation for why they don't have nudity in their films.
Ow.
What? He shot you?
No, I walked into the...
Oh, those spikes. Yeah. I like that guess, but he looked like he was really uneasy in front of the camera. Well, it takes getting used to. It legitimately takes some getting used to be comfortable in front of the camera. There's no blaming him for that. Whoop. Oh, nice shooting. Nice shooting. You did it. You did it. Everybody's first visit is usually rough. I mean, it's tough. You have to act natural. It's a performance, but you're also just chatting with your friends.
I don't know if that's even true.
Well, Rich, you've been doing this for how many years? How many years have you been in front of a camera?
No, the first visit for our guests isn't always awkward.
Like Freddie.
For one, yeah. Jim's visits have never not been awkward, and that's what makes Jim great.
Okay, that's true. That's true. I want to say both Jim and Colin kind of have a special aura about them. That's great. Jim and Colin are unique. They're quirky. That's a better way to put it. Yes, Jim and Colin are quirky.
Fuck me.
The teddy bear airbag bit.
Fuck! That sucked.
Gold. Oh, that's a lot of hearts.
Random lightning strike.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that sucks. Doo-doo-doo. Tiny Dwarf says, "Hey, have any of you read or heard about the manga?"
No.
I don't even need to finish that because for Rich it's going to be no. Berserk. It's a dark fantasy that inspired games like Dark Souls and Bloodborne. It might be something you guys would be interested to read. Probably not. We played the game. Remember the Dynasty Warriors
right.
So we played a bit of the Berserk game. And that's as far as we got with Berserk. Manga. Child of Furniture says, what are your earliest memories of playing video games? Being a filthy millennial, my earliest memory is playing Rayman 2 on the PS2.
Pong and Pac-Man.
Pong and Pac-Man are your earliest memories?
Pac-Man in the arcade. I remember the Atari 2600.
Sure.
Which is why I can say it's a piece of shit.
Sure. That's fair. For me, it's Pong. My grandparents had Pong 4.
4.
They had Pong 4, which was a standalone.
Shameless.
It was Pong 4 different ways is what it was, and it was a standalone box with two controllers with dials on them. And I lived right next door to my grandparents, and so we would spend a lot of time over there. And they did not have many games, and so it was Pong 4. And then in my own world, like outside of that, probably my earliest fully formed memories, and keep in mind that my memory is very, very bad, was when we had like, what system did we have growing up? You know, like eventually we got a Super Nintendo, and, you know, we had a Nintendo, but we didn't play the Nintendo super much. But the first system that I really remember when I was a teenager was having a Sega Saturn.
The first? Sega Saturn?
Well, that's like when I'm a teenager, and it's like,
Yeah, okay.
and I'm really into playing games. We had a Sega Saturn. I'm sure my mother got it at like a rummage sale for like $10. It's like, hey, you like the video games?
Right.
And so, yeah, the first I remember is a Sega Saturn. We had like Gex, Scud the Disposable Assassin, and like, you know, a Madden game, I'm sure. But the Sega, you know, and before that we had Super Nintendo. Like I remember long bouts of Super Smash TV and Super Off-Road. We played that a lot. But man, I remember Gex and Scud the Disposable Assassin.
I'm losing a lot of fucking health.
Jack, when are you guys going to try out Detective Pikachu? Well, Dream Fapper, you might be just showing up, or that could be a joke. But we played it for the first hour of the stream and decided not to play it anymore.
Fuck.
Did Rob Schrab go around Milwaukee handing out copies of Scud? No, but later in life...
You know, if I die, fuck it. I'd rather save those items and cook them.
You think?
Yeah.
When's the next thing, do you know? How close are you to a cooking thing?
Close, but...
Close but, sure. For those who don't know, Scud the Disposable Assassin is a popular indie comic book that got turned into a game.
Define popular.
The world's tallest midget, right?
Right.
They Might Be Giants is a popular indie band. Like, not many people know about him, but you know, it's in there, right? It's a Scud the Disposable Assassin.
Didn't he? Am I wrong? Did he not go on to do Invader Zim? Was that him? Was that the same guy?
You might be thinking of Jonan Vasquez.
Is that the same guy who did Scud?
No. Rob Schrab went on to... he wrote parts of Community, I think.
Okay.
He's been around. What has Rob Schrab done? He did a really fun short called Robot Bastard. This was like early internet days. He made a little short called Robot Bastard. And it has like a cardboard box.
Hurt.
Oh my god. He's on Harmontown quite a bit. I believe that. What has Rob Schrab done? Sure. How do you spell Rob Schrab? Ah, there's Rob Schrab. Oh, he wrote Monster House, which is a very good movie. He writes for the Sarah Silverman program, Uncle Grandpa, Rick and Morty. He writes for Rick and Morty. He wrote a...
Fuck me.
Right here. Let's see what he's written. What has he written? Oh yeah, Robot Bastard's great. Check out Robot Bastard if you can. But in any case, so he's actually from Milwaukee, and he with Dan Harmon, I believe, were in a improv comedy troupe here called the Dead Alewives. And later in life, I met some other people who were in the Dead Alewives, and I didn't even know at the time that... Nice, get that eyeball. At the time, I didn't even know that's... Get there. I didn't even know that Scud was based off of a comic. I just thought of it as a video game, but
Huh.
I remember enjoying the video game. But I
Woo!
you did it, Rich. You
With
did it a heart and a
heart and
half.
a half.
Heart and a half. Oh, thank you, Beefcake, for linking to Robot Bastard. It's really fun. Really fun. Later in life, I got the complete Scud the Disposable Assassin book, and it's really good. Really good comic series. For anyone interested. Dies of lightning strike.
That's entirely possible.
You can do it, Rich.
Now, I don't want to miss... I know there are hidden chests with ancient arrows in them, and I don't remember where the fuck they are.
Oh.
It's something I could really use, though.
Sure, because I assume you face some...
Yeah.
Yeah. Or is this another one of those situations where it's in the walls? Oh, wait, there's one.
I know.
Nice. Oh, God. Lightning. Anonymous says, hi, guys. Have any of you heard of a game called Heroine's Quest?
Heard of it? I haven't played it, but I heard of it.
A lovely made tribute to Quest of Glory series, and it's free on Steam.
Is it free?
That's what they're saying.
I think I paid $1 or $2 for it.
Something to consider for the next adventure stream. Well, if it's an old text adventure, yeah, that could be fun. Heroine's Quest. You made it. You made it to the campground, Rich.
I have to not fuck up grabbing my free life over there.
Right?
I don't want that to fly away.
Is there just one of them?
Yeah.
Oh, man, Rich.
Did you do the Trial of the Sword?
No, I have not.
It's brutal, Jack.
I believe it's brutal. You know what? I went through the Champion's Ballad, and I got my motorcycle. And then I spent another approximately 5 hours just riding around with my motorcycle.
Yeah.
Because it's awesome. Riding around on a motorcycle. I wasn't even doing anything. I'd ride around my motorcycle, rescue people from goblins, and just fuck around in general. And I think I'm done with it now.
All right.
I got my motorcycle, and I'm super happy. Like, there's a couple, optional quests that I could do. Like, I still need to find the big horse, which I refuse to look up online. Like, I really want to find that big horse on my own. But, yeah.
Where'd you go, you little fucker?
But riding around on that motorcycle is intensely fun. I almost wish that I would have. It's tough because like there's once you do the regular champion stuff, you're kind of doing a lot of side quests during the regular Divine Beast stuff, so you get a lot done you get a lot done before you get your motorcycle.
Yeah.
And so then there's not a lot to do with your motorcycle, which sucks because it's awesome.
I can bomb the fish for easy fishing. That's
Oh.
not a terrible idea.
There you go.
I might need wood for fire.
Sure. Sure, why not? Yes, Link on a motorcycle. It's It's really awesome. It's really great. It's really great driving around on your motorcycle, then flipping off your motorcycle, shooting people in slow-mo with your arrows. You can do like burnouts.
Why would you flip off your motorcycle? It just helps you. It's rude.
Also, you can use it just to like you can do burnouts and like skid and stuff, and so then you could just like run into people, skid, run into them again. I almost defeated an entire what are those big guys called again? The Cyclopses?
Hinox?
I almost defeated an entire Hinox just by motorcycling him. It was great. It was great. Yeah, Pikachu's on a smoke break.
Dad jokes from Rich. I am of that age.
Wait, what did you joke? Did I miss it?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I thought you were no-selling it.
No, I just missed it.
I just thought you thought it was the dumbest thing in the world.
I know. I completely.
I chided you for being rude for flipping off your motorcycle.
Oh my god. Now I wish I would have left it alone because I just didn't need that in my life. That's a horrible joke. I
don't know what you're talking about. That was an amazing joke.
Ay. Sari Chen says, sorry if mentioned already, but will you be doing Champion's Ballad? One of the shrines is kind of bullshit, but the final boss the final boss and the motorcycle are kind of fun. Or if you did already thought so, hey, we just got into that, Sari.
If I do really well on this, I might.
You might go try?
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you done with your Divine Beasts yet?
I can just load up my other file where I beat the game.
Oh, sure. The one-hit obliterator stuff is pretty difficult, but you can use your bow and arrow, so it's fairly easy to cheese. All the rest of it is really neat. A lot of hunting, a lot of figuring stuff out and finding shrines and whatnot. Listen, I know plenty of dad jokes. Like Rich, did you ever hear the story of Inch Me and Pinch Me?
No.
They went down to the lake and Inch Me fell in, so who was left?
The other one?
And then you give him a little pinch.
You say inch me and pinch me and not, what is it, pickle me and tickle me?
No, I don't think I would ever want to say pickle me.
It might not be pickle me, but something can tickle me. I mean, you can make it hickle me if you really wanted
There
to.
you go. Hickle me and tickle me.
Sure.
Get out of town. What's wrong with pickle me? I would not want to invite anyone to pickle me. I don't know what that means, but anything it means I think is negative. Would be negative to my body.
Who are these old men? I miss the rad dudes we had before. I was never a rad dude. I don't know what you've been watching.
You were watching a totally different stream. Because, yeah, that ain't us. That ain't us, my friend. Yes, Dookie Rampage. I did figure out Updog. I told I told that joke to my kids recently. The Updog joke.
Yeah.
And it just did not register with them.
Yeah.
Yeah, God, don't you guys think it smells like Updog in here? And like after a few attempts, like they'd go, "What? Huh?" I was like, "Updog. It really smells like Updog." And after a few attempts, the older one finally goes, "What's Updog?" And I was like, "Nah, nothing much. What's up with you?"
And then what did he do?
And then he went like this. He went.
The appropriate response.
Well, like, I just don't think anything registered with him. Where he's like, "What are you talking about? That's not what I asked." I was like, "What's up?" Like I had to kind of slow it down for him a little bit. I was like, "Come on." The children were not amused with Updog. It's true. It's very true. They were not amused with Updog, but I was, and isn't that all that's important? Lava worlds.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Like, Lava World, interesting.
Interesting.
The most predictable world other than Ice World.
What's interesting about it is that Lava World will slowly take down your hearts, right?
I have flame pants on.
Oh, okay. Oh, I thought it was interesting because now they were adding a ticking. I
thought you were saying interesting as if it were a novel and new idea.
Oh, Lava World in general? No. Get out of town. No, I was just thinking for the game mode, like, what if they put a clock on it? Like, oh, now they're really ramping up the difficulty is what I meant by interesting. Yes, Rich has flame pants on. Oh, yep, you know the trick. For anyone who doesn't know, if you got a rusty weapon, throw it to these motherfuckers, and they... Oh, well,
Son of a bitch!
Try not to get hit by it.
I thought you just had to hit A, and it would catch it like a boomerang.
Oh.
But I guess not?
Apparently not. If you have rusty weapons, you can throw them to these guys. They'll chew them up and spit out a nice, brand new, clean weapon for you. But also be careful. Oh, can you get it?
No.
Oh, fuck. Also, apparently you got to grab it in time.
All right. Where'd it even go?
Oh, shit. It's in front of you. Nice. Where are the lightsabers? This is not the modded version. So, Rich has no lightsabers.
I wouldn't put a fucking lightsaber in my game anyway.
No, you just get some cool outfits. The mods for this game... Oh,
well.
The mods for this game do look very, very exciting. A lot of cool outfits. A lot of stuff I would just want in the regular... A lot of stuff I'm surprised aren't in the regular game, like a Team Yiga, like a Yiga clan outfit. Like, why isn't that in the regular game? That seems like a no-brainer.
Is that a rusty weapon or is it a normal weapon? Rusty.
Beefcake says, "Come on, Jack. Try an emulator. You know you want to."
It's not perfect emulation. It's a little bit glitchy here and there, but I think it's terribly neat and a work in progress, and the mods are fun.
No, and I like the idea. Like I was reading a few articles about some of like.
Are you one of the ice ones? The fire ones? Or are you just a normal?
You have to assume they're fire ones, right?
Fire, yeah. All right. That means.
Bye.
He'd be dead.
I was reading some stuff on the modding community in general, and some people now get into modding almost as a resume builder. Like, hey, let me show you the mods I've made for games, like to show you that I have experience making stuff, and I think that's really neat. I'm sure that's happened before, but I. Fuck.
That hurt.
That hurt.
That hurt. I'm not happy about that.
I work for free. Hire me and make me work 80-hour work weeks. Oh, I know. There's a lot of bad in the creative industry. We like to abuse ourselves.
That hurt.
That being said, there does need to be a way to prove your worth to a company before you're hired.
Did not want to be using some of my major health items this early because of one stupid hit.
Right? The only thing with the mods I see so far is that very few things add things and most just replace things. So it's a give and take.
I mean, it's a little bit limited what you just can do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but also, like, there's a lot of cosmetic mods. Just like, hey, give Link an outfit, because I do think that's... Nice. I think that's neat. Like, hey, I just want Link to look different or wear a different outfit. And that's part of the fun of modding. But the other part is, like what Rich was talking about before, is changing core gameplay mechanics that you don't necessarily like. Make it so you can't slip when it rains, or make it so it never rains. Make it so that your weapons have unlimited durability. Just change things up a bit. There are some interesting ways to muck with the game, for better or for worse, beyond cosmetic mods.
Samus skin, where is it? It might exist. There's a full-on Goku skin for Breath of the Wild.
Sure.
There's a Wario skin that's actually really high quality.
And so, like, that's one of those things that's like, okay, that's just fun. I would just want to see a cutscene where the princess is, like, flirting with Wario. That would be great. Holy crud.
That didn't last long.
Nope. Pumpkin Pie Twitch says there's a mod where you get to play the game as Zelda instead of Link for the entire game. That's true. I've been that's been making the news cycle recently, and they're incredibly detailed mods, full new voice work.
Oh, are you kidding me?
Where did that go? Oh, it must have gotten caught in a wind.
It got caught in the one thing it could get caught on.
Jeez. Oh, nice. The double hit. Nice job, Rich.
Thank you.
Excellent
Thank you.
job. Excellent job. There's a big debate in game producing circles to what degree they should let players change core game mechanics. Most are against letting them change things like weapon durability and slipping mechanics.
Well,
and
fuck them. If it's a single-player game, Fuck them.
Here's I think there's a pro and a con to this. One is, what gamers are looking for is an experience. Like, give me the hurdle and I will try to get over it. As a challenge, if you could decide on the height of the hurdle, you might just lower it. And then it wouldn't be as fun a challenge.
Do we know if the motorcycle can be summoned in the trials? I don't have the motorcycle yet. I haven't done the Champions Ballad yet. So I have no idea.
That's a good question. I guess I would assume not.
Oh, I got one ice arrow left. Don't fuck this up, Link. Don't.
He fucked it up.
I fucked it up.
He fucked it up. But Jack is wrong. Most mods make games harder. Well, the question is like, do you want a curated experience, or do you want to fiddle with so many controls that it's your game and then it's not? I think what I'm saying is I think you want both. You want the ability to customize, but you also want a curated experience. You want someone to say, this is the hurdle and I want you to jump over it. Make everything possible. I think some games go a little too far with the customizable difficulty settings. I was playing a game a while back that I wanted us to do for a review called, oh god, what was it called, with the robots and it was called Sir, You Are Being Hunted. And it was a first-person like stealth game. Oh, that's heartbreaking. Oh, nope.
It still sucks.
Still sucks. It's a first-person stealth game where robots are hunting you, and it's an incredibly difficult game right off the get-go. But Sir, You Are Being Hunted has this Excel spreadsheet full of customizable difficulty settings. And I'm sure, like you can choose how often robots spawn, where they spawn, the randomized elements of what kind of robots you can get, the difficulty curve. There's a million different ways to customize the experience, to the point where probably in there somewhere is the perfect balance of a game, but it would take too much time. Oh, excuse me.
So what you're saying is some people are too lazy to fiddle with things to improve their own experience. And then some people are PC gamers.
And some designers are too lazy. And they say, instead of us figuring it out, we'll let the players figure it out, to the detriment of the game. Instead of us figuring out the best way for you to do it, you guys, you figure it out. Here's some tools. You make it work. So, I'm trying to say I see both angles.
All right.
What robot game is it? It's called Sir, You Are Being Hunted. And there is... Ooh, fall.
I just don't want to lose that.
Oh, sure. There's a core of a really neat idea in Sir, You Are Being Hunted. but I didn't take the time with all of the fiddling with the difficulty settings. No, I don't think Sir You Are Being Hunted is worth it in the long run. Even though like it has a couple neat little nuggets of ideas. Rock Monster?
Yeah.
Rock Monster. I mean, you got the Ice Blade, so you're good. Boom. Oh.
Ah!
Oh. Nice. Very nice. On my Link has 3 full rings of stamina.
Yeah.
And so yeah, I can just go all day. Just spin till he's dead. It's great. Spin till he's dead.
Oh, I missed one of the ancient arrow things too. It was in the last area. I'm all kinds of fucking up.
You did what?
I missed ancient arrow's chest.
Oh. Well, shit. Looks like there's some explodey stuff in here.
Sure.
Very positive reviews on Steam, though. There's something in there, and I'm betting if. Oh, those are just updrafts.
Also, chat, games are not art, so I really don't give a fuck about disrupting the game designer's vision if I want to mod some shit.
Games are absolutely art, but there should be no problem with you adding to someone's art. Like that games being art has nothing to do with modding, I don't think. Like taking someone's art and making your own thing out of it is kind of core to the art process.
All right.
You know, I'm okay with, remixing, refixing.
Games can be arty, but I'm not gonna call Pong art. And Pong is definitely a game.
I'm sure given time I could come up with an arty farty bullshit to Pong, but that's like putting a turd on the Mona Lisa. That guess what? That's art, man. You take a picture of the Mona Lisa and you paint a little fart toot coming out of the back. That's art, and that's okay.
If I bought a copy of
Yeah.
Mona Lisa and I got it hanging in my living room, I can fucking smear shit on it if I want.
Abso-fucking-lutely, Rich. I absolutely agree. But also games are art, so. Absolutely, 100%.
I think I'm largely in line with John Carmack.
Okay. What does he say on it?
He's talking about story specifically, but
Oh.
I'll modify it to say art in a game. You expect it to be there, but it's not necessary to the experience.
Well, I to me, all art is the expression of an idea or a feeling, and so even Pong is just like it's the expression of tennis. Like it's still like there's an art in there.
Am I allowed to do modifications to my car?
Of course,
How isn't your car art? Somebody designed that.
sure. In a sense, I'm sure. Yeah, you could do that.
Yeah.
You could make that. You could definitely make that argument. Ooh, the Stone Smasher. Counter-Strike started as a Half-Life mod. Oh, that's the big one. That's actually the one I was thinking about earlier when I was talking about modders getting real jobs.
It is easy.
Counter-Strike started as a Half-Life mod. And then what? Team Fortress 2 started as a Counter-Strike mod? Is that the escalation? Or Team Fortress. The Team Fortress Classic started as a mod to a thing, and yeah. Oh, Team Fortress was a mod to Half-Life as well. Oh, okay, that's what it was. The point is there is absolutely nothing wrong with all of these tweaky difficulty settings, except I also think there is good in a curated experience.
Have we hit a place where there are gamers against modding now?
Are there? Is that what the chat is saying?
Not everyone. Just a couple comments. It's like it shouldn't change their artistic idea. I'm just thinking, like, back in the day, id Software, man, they wholly embraced mods, man.
Yeah.
Mod the shit out of it. Here's the fucking source code. Yeah, man, that's cool.
Right.
And then you get Brutal Doom.
Oh, right. No, I don't think there's anything. I can't imagine anyone being against modding, like, because you get both. Like, you get the author's original intent and also the ability to futz with it. There have always been purists, says Da Arkman.
Oh, shit, I'm a fucking idiot.
Oh, you didn't cook any of your food, Rich.
I can do this. I can do this.
Oh boy.
I can do this.
Oh boy. Oh, you have wood, so you can at least, like, grill. You don't have a pot. Oh wait, nope. There's a pot. Oh, your ass just got saved. They have a cooking pot. Oh, Rich.
Sweet mercy.
Sweet mercy.
Sweet mercy.
Whew. Cheese it up. Beep, 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 beep. I had my first instance of teaching my children the joy of cheese in video games the other day. We've been playing through, as a family, we've been playing through Lovers in a Dangerous Space-Time, which is a lot like Affordable Space Adventure. It's like a co-op on the same screen. You all control different parts of the same ship, and the kids have been absolutely loving it. They really dig it, and it's a really fun game. But we got to the final boss, and the final boss we defeated crazy easy because we were hardcore cheesing him.
Uh-huh.
And I blurted. I was like, "Oh man, we cheesed that guy," just kind of instinctively. And my kids are like, "What's cheese?" And I was like, "Let me tell you, kids. Let me tell you about cheese." I was like, well, you see how we defeated the boss there? That's probably not what the game makers wanted us to do, because we defeated him really easily. And they're like, uh-huh. I was like, so, we did something else, and they were really
why cheese? What is the origin of that?
That's a great question. Why cheese? Well, the color on the TV changed. Now it's all blue, so our green screen's going to get all freaked out.
We gotta do something about that.
We could turn the big lights on. Is something we could do about it.
I know that would temporarily, but I mean, in the long run, something that doesn't suck for us and also gives us a nice green screen.
What we could do, what we would need is a dedicated light just on the green screen. So, like, we have our LEDs here for nice soft light for us. But if we had lights specifically on the green screen. So, if we pulled the chair and the couch closer to the TV and there's a little bit of space behind us for a light to shine up on the green screen, then the TV light wouldn't affect it. You dig? He digs.
Shit.
Yeah, then we would get a little edge light on us, and the green screen would have a light on it that would be strong enough to not be affected by the TV, which is the
just what I'm doing is just terrible.
you're winning, Rich.
It's just terrible.
It's not fancy. It's not a fancy win, Rich. But you're doing it. Now don't forget to cook.
Yeah.
Nice. Nice. We know, MLG Freeman, that you care more about the things we have to say rather than our occasional green screen hiccups, but Rich is correct. We are professionals. So we need to have a professional setup. I bet there's something we could do.
What?
I'll think of a solution, is what I'm saying.
Okay.
I will think of, because the other thing is, we don't have a ton of space in here. And it needs to be something that we can control easily. But I bet I could think of an easy solution, of a simple solution that'll work. Sneaky meat. Uncle Video says, would a different camera lens help with the green screen? Jack, I created an opportunity to talk endlessly about lenses. No. No. Normally we don't use this camera. We use a nicer camera. But I think what the problem is for Rich and I's eyeball enjoyment, we do keep it relatively dark here in our streaming room. We use a couple LED lights and we shine the light on the ceiling, so there's a darker ambient light in the screening room, or in the streaming room here. But what that means is the light from the television is equally as bright as the light from our ambient lights, so it affects the green screen when the light changes on the TV. So it has nothing to do with the lens, it just has to do with the darkness of the room. So we need a way to evenly light the green screen without it bothering Rich and I, and without it affecting, too much. But I'm thinking if we get some sort of LED strip or panel that we can lay on the floor and have a little, switch that we can hit, something that will shine up to the green screen to make it be a nice light bright source on the green screen. It won't affect our eyeballs too much, and then the TV won't affect it, is what I'm assuming. Brina's God says, just put a light behind you. Yeah, that's what we'd basically do.
Very little space behind us.
Well, that's the other thing. We're right up against the wall, so we'd have to move up a little bit, but a thin LED strip.
All right.
I bet I can put something together. Very slowly melting the ice, because Rich doesn't want to use his fire rod.
Nope.
Because the more you use it, the more likely it'll break. So this is also a cheese tactic.
No, it's not cheese. It's not cheese.
Good news, Jack. Iron Fist Season 2 has finished filming. I saw the Luke Cage Season 2 trailer. Looks good. That might be good. Looks like there's I'm hoping they pump up the action a little bit. Oh my god. Oh my god. Let me see what I can do here. Let me see if I can fix this swarm of bees.
Ugh. Ugh.
I just made the swarm of bees worse. That means this way will make it better. There, I did it. I fixed it. You're welcome, everyone. I liked Jessica Jones season 2.
Ugh.
What?
He's one of the hard ones.
He's one of the hard ones?
Yeah. Unless he's is he an ice one or is he a white one?
I think he's just an ice one.
Oh, he's easy.
Yeah. Josh Foreman has a sculpting stream. Yeah, I think I would like that. I do dig art streams. I just like, just watching people do creative shit. I think that's great. I think that's great. Thanks for sharing, Josh Foreman. Where were we?
See the last thing left alive.
Gents Roboto says, "Hey, did you see that Stream Tip is shutting down on May 25th? I picked up the cheaper Elgato internal capture card, and it worked well so far. No noticeable issues. In case you were shopping around, we're kind of lazily keeping our mind open for that. And yes, I do know that Stream Tip is shutting down. Beefcake, I did get your email. Sorry, I have not replied to. I've been editing all weekend.
I think the question is why.
Why is Stream Tip shutting down? I think it was kind of a community based. It was a passion project, and they're just obviously not making money off of it. Which is fair. So until a better option comes available, we will be switching over to the bits. We'll be switching over to the bits from for Twitch's bits. Now you fixed, jerk. Just went to fix you. We'll be switching over to bits, which you can buy through Twitch. And Beefcake is working on a way to archive our bit messages, and so it will work hopefully very similar to Stream Tip, where we can kind of bunch up your bit tips. Do bits have any strings attached? The way bits work is you buy them through Twitch. So, if you spend $10, you get like 1,000 bits or something. I don't know how it works. I think it's $1 per 100 bits, but I honestly don't know. And then you get to choose how many bits you give to a streamer. And so, if you buy 1,000 bits, you can spread them through several streamers.
Fuck.
You can't be refunded. You can't be refunded scammed through Twitch bits. Well, no, no one can scam you with bits. They can't give you bits and then ask for their money back. Once you give the bits, we got the bits. Twitch bits, not Twitch tips. Right. So Twitch gets the money first. You give us the bits. And then instead of us immediately having that money, that comes to us with our regular Twitch revenue check. It's a whole thing. It's a whole to-do. But it's what we're going to do. We're going to switch over to the bits. Take his weapon away. are going to take a huge hit with bits over Streamlabs. I'll have to look into Streamlabs because we already use Streamlabs for some things, but I don't think Streamlabs has a tipping thing, do they? Or do they?
I don't know.
Oh, that wasn't a question for you. That was just a question for the chat. You just keep doing it. I'm just talking. Nicely done. Nicely done. Oh, they do. Well, if they do, then I will have to. I will look into Streamlabs then. Oh, because if they use PayPal as well, then I might just do that. Oh, okay, I'll do that. What's that? What's that? What's that? Who's that?
I feel like I was in a fight, Jack.
You did the fight, Rich. You won. What? We already have a thing? Donate money. All right. Well, I will look into Streamlabs then. Apparently, that is a thing to do. It's a give and a take because PayPal takes a cut. Like if you tip us right now through StreamTip or through Streamlabs, PayPal takes a cut. If you tip us through Twitch bits, Twitch takes a cut. So it won't. Assuming you all give the same amount of money, it will be equal for us. Every tip service takes a cut. Right, Master Kenobi. That's how they're able to, keep their servers intact and enable us to take the tips. So,
all right. So I'm missing 3 ancient arrows, and they're going to be very important.
Sure. How many do you fight at the end here? I'm excited to see how this ends up. Twitch takes a huge cuts from bits. Ooh, shit. Well, I'll look into that. I'm going to look into this whole Streamlabs.
That's why they're pushing them
situation.
bits.
They like the bits. Also, though, I do like that Twitch exists in general.
Yeah.
I like that about Twitch. They provide the platform in which we utilize, and so...
Then we go over to YouTube. It's fine.
I don't want to... Amazon... Bezos has plenty of money, but he don't like sharing. Bezos ain't in the sharing business.
Sharon's not how you make money.
Right.
Shit. It's not what I wanted to do. Not at all what I wanted to do.
Oh, shit. Can I mail you a check? No. Do not mail me a check. Bezos is a bozo. Well, he's made some things that are very popular and profitable.
I'm a dummy.
What'd you do?
I should have, much earlier, there was a Korok leaf that dropped.
Yeah.
I should have taken it.
What would that have done good for you?
Yeah, I think outside the box, Jack. You know what good that would have done?
Okay, explain.
You know how I'm using my electric sword to make them drop their weapons?
Yeah.
Make them drop their weapon. I grab the weapon they drop, and then I drop a Korok leaf. What do you think the enemy's going to do?
The enemy probably registers the Korok leaf as a weapon, and so they will go to pick it up.
And then they will fan me. I am a big dummy dum-dum, and I chide myself for not thinking of that earlier.
That's great.
Ooh, you know what? That could work for me.
Anonymous says, Jack, can you remind me of what indie turn-based RPG you mentioned you were excited for? And do you intend to stream it? Eichenfell is the indie turn-based RPG is the one I am excited for. And I believe it. Eichenfell, Ikenfell is how you spell it. Eichenfell. And it's like a wizard school turn-based RPG. Looks neat. I think it'll be neat. I don't know if it would be a good streaming game, but I intend on playing it. Oh my god. Oh, come on.
That's the worst thing that could...
Oh my god. Rich!
It's over. It's basically over.
Yeah. Oh, didn't even see it coming. Oh, it's terrible, Rich.
Yeah, I know. I fucked up by letting him get the blizzard rod.
Oh, well.
I let him get the blizzard rod, and that's what killed me.
Gotcha. Valiant Bloodshot said, who would win in a fight between Don Wilson and Don Beveridge?
Well, Don Beveridge is real, so probably Don Beveridge.
Assuming they were both real, I think Don Wilson would definitely win. Don Wilson would not care about any sort of fighting etiquette or, rules of engagement. He would go straight for the nuts and throat.
Yeah.
Don Wilson would use any object around him as a weapon, and I'm sure Don Wilson is the type of man who carries shattered glass around in his pocket. Don Beveridge ain't no fighting man. Huffhearted says, hey, fellas, is there a gameplay style that would annoy you to watch? I had a roommate who played hours of racing games, but only so they could paint the cars different colors. He never raced. Not once.
Let the person enjoy their fucking game. If you don't like it, don't watch it.
I could see how in a roommate situation that might get upsetting, but, then you go to your room and do your own things. But, shared living spaces are hard. Sometimes.
I probably should have farmed some arrows, but shit happens.
Yeah?
And I did not do that.
Like, I could see how, people might be annoyed with me, just dressing up the XCOM soldiers. I get that. I get that, but, that was fun for me. I get what you're getting around. To me, I don't think I would ever want to watch someone play like a puzzle game that I was intending on playing, because then you know the answer to the puzzle.
Yeah.
Like, if it's an action game like this, I don't... I wouldn't have a problem with that because anybody can handle that differently. But yeah, there are certain games I wouldn't want to watch just because I wouldn't want the puzzles spoiled for me. What? Oh, you're in water. Oh. Shit.
Don't climb the fucking tree! Why would I want to climb the fucking tree?
Will I ever do the Master Sword Trials? Maybe. Right now, I've maxed out on Breath of the Wild. I'm good on Zelda for maybe another year. And then maybe next year I'll pick it up again and do the Master Sword Trials and try again. But no, I'm good. I got another fuck, man. I think I got another 60 hours of Breath of the Wild in me, and that's great. Just from no plus because I probably got another 100 hours. Nice.
Put away. I swear.
I got another 60 hours of the main game, and then I probably got another at least 50 hours of Champion's Ballad and just fucking around on the motorcycle. So I'm really happy with that. So over 100 extra hours of Breath of the Wild is great. So I don't know if I will ever do the Master Sword Trials, but we'll see.
Alright, let's not do some of the stupid shit this time.
Just some of it. Still do a little bit of stupid shit because, you know, it's entertaining. So far, the DLC is worth it. The DLC in this is very worth it. These add a ton of stuff, and like, you know, beyond the games that it adds, just I can't count the amount of hours I got in of just treasure hunting. Mm-hmm. All those bonus outfits. That was great. It's just walking around Hyrule looking for treasure. Though, to be fair, I wish I would have waited until after the Champion's Ballad so I could have ridden my motorcycle to go treasure hunting. That's what I should have done. I should have gotten my motorcycle first and then found all the treasure. But totally worth it. Hunters 5000, no. Actually, I haven't played any more Slay the Spire since we streamed it that one time. I'm going to wait until that character at least makes it to the official non-beta.
Out of beta?
Until it gets out of beta, yeah. It's neat. I'm looking forward to playing that character, but I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait. I really like that you can refuel your motorcycle like Mr. Fusion. Oh, yeah. And I had a shit ton of rocks, so it was really easy for me to refuel. It eats up a lot of fuel, though. Way more than you think it would. But that's fine. Mark of the Ninja remastered, coming to all platforms. That's exciting. That's exciting. Did you all see the news today about Steam Link with your mobile devices? In a announcement that I may enjoy and I may get absolutely no use out of. Oh, Rich.
Fine. That's Let's make some new mistakes that I didn't make last time.
You can fail in new and interesting ways, Rich.
All right, that was early. I'm going to give it one more. Well, what time did we start? We got a while yet because we quit Pikachu early.
We quit Pikachu a little early. We probably have another hour of stream if you want to move on to Champions Ballad, or if you want to keep going. It's up to you, Rich.
Let's keep going.
Okay. So coming soon with the Steam app on your mobile device, on your phone or tablet.
Chat, it's only a rage quit when you're raging.
That's true.
If you're not raging, it's just quitting.
And really, Rich isn't quitting; he's just restarting. He's like he thinks he can do it better, and so that's fine. So what you can do now, Rich?
Yeah.
Is if you have let's say you have an iPad.
Yeah.
And you have the Steam app, you can now play games from your computer to your iPad. Which some people might get use of.
How the fuck is that going to control?
You can use a controller, and so it'll probably only work for
what? What's the fucking point?
Well, not for every game, but I'm sure there are some games where it would be fine. I don't quite see the use in it totally. For me, for example, my gaming PC is in my office, right? But this will also work with Apple TVs. And so something I could do is start a game in my office and then move to my couch and play that same game on my TV without having to move my tower, which could be nice. Yeah, this is a new way to remote play your games through your mobile devices.
All right, who's got a bow?
Gonna farm some arrows?
Let's not be dumb this time. Well, that was just shit luck.
That was just absolute shit luck. Why would you move it all? Because I don't have a couch in my office. And so I could play my PC games on my big TV, and theoretically with a strong enough connection, it would be seamless gameplay.
All right, I'm literally standing right in front of you. There you go.
There you go. Who farming arrows? It's some hard day's work. Why not put a couch in my office? It's a small little office. I don't need a couch in my office. But that just sounds like it's basically the Steam Link, but you don't have to buy another thing. It'll work with the objects you already have. So instead of buying the Steam Link and hooking up the Steam Link to your TV, it will already work with your Apple TV or possibly your Roku, or with your iPad. So you're into a really great game, but all of a sudden you gotta go number 2. So just take the game to go. You take the game to go.
Why don't you just do number 2 and come back to it?
What if you're having such a good time you can't even put it down?
I don't understand you people.
To me, the couch gaming argument makes a lot of sense. I think there is a fair argument with that, but
can't even put it down to web. No, he's gonna have to wipe the edge of his tablet.
You go through tablets a lot faster this way, which that's the downside.
I love that your major argument for mobile gaming is you can play on the toilet.
I'm just well, that's
always comes back to playing on the toilet.
Mobile gaming, obviously, you get to take on the go. This one is a little more limited because it's Steam Link, so you need a strong Wi-Fi connection on the same. You need a Wi-Fi connection on the same network, and so this is far more limited than just mobile gaming. I think the use people are going to get out of this is streaming PC games to their living room is one of the big draws. Or, let's say you started an XCOM 2 game but you're ready for bed. You know, you want to go to bed, but you don't necessarily want to go to sleep yet. So you bring out your tablet and you lay in bed and you play a little XCOM on your tablet, streaming through your PC. Is it worth it? I don't know. Another time. I have a link, says Hunchback Jack, a Steam link, and use it all the time, but it's a bit clunky to use. A software-only solution would be really neat. Well, then there you go. And so not only can you play games through the app now, but Steam is really pushing their video service. You know, you can buy movies and shows through Steam now, and so I think this is another way for Steam to push that market. Like, hey, you can buy a game on Steam, and now you can watch it, not on your computer.
Oh God, it's gonna cost $1,000 a month at some point just to see all of the different shows they're making.
Yeah,
we're rapidly heading there.
We really.
I got a streaming service. No, I've got a streaming service.
Well, I have a show that's exclusive to my streaming service.
I'm Fox. I own 8 video services. Subscribe to each of them.
Yep. Yeah, at one point you just gotta say nope. Hi,
I'm Hulu. We have ads for some reason,
and you gotta pay for it. Use both. Why? Because why not? Why do we have ads and you pay for it? Because you will. You'll fucking pay for it. We know you'll pay for it. You already do. You'll pay for it. You want to watch that show? You missed that show. You missed it, but you want to watch it, don't you?
Yeah.
Don't you want to watch it? Give me money.
First time on Twitch. Is this actually live?
Why
would we pre-record this? Other than the name would make you think we would previously record this.
What good would it do to, what benefits to us would it be to pre-record it, make a video, and then play the video? Would there be any benefit to us? Maybe.
Maybe. Sorry, I gotta concentrate occasionally here.
Captain Jerk says, and Jack wonders why people pirate. No, I don't wonder why people pirate. I just don't pirate myself. I understand fully why people pirate. I just don't do it myself. You could record several in one day. I think just one day it would be like 3 streams worth. Maybe. That'd be very silly.
Or, we stream twice a week. We could just do a couple every week.
That's true. Just take 1 week. Like if we really wanted to, Rich, we could take 1 solid week of streaming and get 2 months of streams done. Just slowly release them. We wouldn't be talking about anything topical. We wouldn't have any interaction with the chat, and we'd run out of things to talk about really quickly.
So like normal.
So exactly like normal. Exactly. I do owe you a stream.
You never got that makeup in, huh?
Well, because my editing got pushed back.
Oh, yeah.
And so, I was planning on a Tuesday morning stream, but if I didn't stream, I could get the episode done.
Uh-huh.
And so I decided to get the episode done, which I think was the right call, but I do still owe you a morning stream, and I'll work on that. I'll absolutely work on that. Possibly Friday?
Don't think they're ready, Chester. We're fine. You know what? We're fine.
We're fine. Fine. Possibly Friday?
No. Well, not for me.
No, I'm talking about a morning stream.
Oh, okay.
I know some of y'all like them morning streams. They're usually pretty chill. Got to find a game to play. That's my big problem right now. Is I don't necessarily feel like playing anything at the moment. Yeah, usually, you get a nice morning stream going, get some coffee, play a silly game, talk about shit. It's good times. Rich.
Yeah.
Says at Tequita, what's your favorite and most hated construction project for Harlan? What thing did you like building the most?
I don't know that I've hated any of the construction projects.
Nothing was a super chore for you?
Well, the mountain set. When we had a big paper mache mountain, that was a pain in the ass.
Oh, when you were redoing the special effects for Gorilla Interrupted.
No, that was a tiny miniature. We did a big scale when Mike and Jay were climbing Mount Everest for some reason.
Oh,
and they did a review on Mount Everest, and it was basically a set that I had to build out of paper mache and then paint. That was a pain in the ass.
Okay, well, there you go. Anything you were particularly proud of?
Plinketto board.
The Plinketto board is great.
Also, the Nerd Crew table. I'm super proud of the Nerd Crew table.
It's a fine table, Rich. Fine table. That was to scale, yes, apparently. I assumed that was a miniature, and then they did some compositing work, but nope. To scale. Plinketto board is great. The Plinketto board is above and beyond.
Yeah.
It's a thing of beauty. Also the new wheel.
But the Nerd Crew table, I think, is understated. It's not as flashy as a Plinketto board.
It's not. Well, that's the problem.
It's super nice, and it's curved, and I'm super proud of that.
The Nerd Crew table. Well, and I also think they just can't see the Nerd Crew table with all of the shit on top.
That's true.
We need a special behind-the-scenes featurette of the Nerd Crew table. It's like Rich's most awesome work.
It is.
The Plinketto board is not a miniature. The Plinketto board is that was probably a joke, but whatever. The wheel, I also think, the new wheel is a thing of beauty, and I hope people love and respect the new wheel.
Oh, yeah, the new wheel's pretty great too.
Yeah. Pretty good looking. Anonymous says, Jack, a freelance question. I turned down